Hey friend, welcome back, and this is going to be kind of part 2 of a series, but it's not really a series, and I didn't label part 1 as part 1, but this is items from Azure that are not food. They're not your flour, they're not your sugar, they're not your chocolate chips, and all of those things. These are the things that I order from Azure that I use that are not food. I thought I'd share them with you. Hi, my name is Kari, and this is Homestead by the Highway. These are things, some of these I will use up and have to reorder. Some of these are items that I don't have to reorder. I'm going to be able to use over and over and over again, unless I decide that I am going to order a second set, which I am on one of them because it's actually on sale in the month of September. And so if you're placing an Azure order in September, you can get the one item that I'm going to show you, as well as if your September order already happened, if you put it in your cart, now this is my understanding, if you put it in your cart for your next order, the sale price will hold, and submit it, the sale price will hold for that order. So if you know you're going to order in October, go ahead and put the item in there and submit it, and then you get the sale price for the October order, if that's what you're going to order. But make sure you're going to order in the month of October, because that's the only item you put in there and you submitted it, and then you end up and you're like, there's kind of no way to cancel it. That is one of the hiccups. But let's get started, because I want to keep this video short. The other one was short. I will link the other one down below so that you can go and watch that after this one. The other one is all cleaning supplies. It's what I use for my laundry, my dishwasher, and those kinds of things. So those are my cleaning supplies. These are just other kinds of items. First thing I have is the cheesecloth. This is the If You Care brand. I get a couple of things that are the If You Care brand. I just picked this up. It was 2 square yards from Azure. I used mine to make my blueberry jelly and wanted to get some more, so I just grabbed this while I was shopping. I don't know if the price point is better than anywhere else. I just grabbed it because I was already in there shopping, and I have other items by If You Care that I like. Another If You Care item are the large cup baking cups. They also come in mini and jumbo, and there's a little, oh, there it is. I don't use muffin cups very often. I have one thing that I make that I do not like to dig out of my muffin tins. Other than that, I just use my muffin tins and do everything paperless. But I do have, like I said, one thing that I do like to put in these, because they're really super hard to scoop out of the muffin cups if I don't. So I picked these up as well. Granted, I'll go through them. This is probably a 2-year supply. So another item that I ordered, and this I ordered as a 3-pack. They are walnut scrubber sponges. I am not normally a sponge person, but I did, once in a while I do like a sponge for something. I liked these. They weren't quite what I thought they were. I wasn't thinking sponge. I don't know why. It was one of those days where I was ordering stuff, and I was thinking I was just getting the scratch pad, because this is a walnut scratch pad. So I was thinking I was just getting the scratch pad, but it is a sponge. I got a 3-pack, and so I will have them for probably forever. One of my favorite items that I actually owned some of these before I found it on Azure, and these are the Rada cutlery. They have different sizes. This is their knife. These are made in the USA, and you all know how I feel about that if you watch any of my other videos. These are available. I think they have steak knives and paring knives, and they are really, really reasonably priced. I found my first ones at an Amish store, but whenever I have gone back to different Amish stores, they've just been sold out. The bins have been empty, or they only have sizes that I wasn't looking for. So I saw this at Azure. This is not the normal handle that I get. I normally get the all silver handle, but I was okay with that. And I love, love, love this knife. It is very lightweight and it is very, very, very sharp. So that's one of the items that I'm probably never going to have to hopefully replace or order a second one of that. Other items that I use in the kitchen, I'm not sure if this is my Azure set or not. I have a couple of sets of beeswax wraps. They sell a 3-pack, and I think of a couple different, the 3-pack has 3 sizes in it. It has a small one, a medium one, and a large one. And I ordered a couple of sets, and I gifted some, but I'm not sure if this is my Azure set. I don't think it is, but I just wanted to mention they do carry the beeswax wrap stuff that is reusable, because I don't use very much plastic wrap, if any at all. I try to stay away from aluminum foil if I can. I do have some of those things, but it's very far and few between. So I do have the beeswax wraps, and they do carry them. So, and they're good for a long, long time. Also in the kitchen, canning. I did not have a magnetic lid picker upper. I have not needed one. The little mini kit that I bought when I started canning came with like the tongs, the funnel, and that kind of stuff. But it didn't have this, which was fine because they say you don't have to boil the lids anymore. I switched to 4-jar lids. And 4-jar lids recommend that you heat them in hot water before you use them to can, because they have a large amount of the silicone stuff, I don't know if it's silicone, on the lid. So that is, they recommend heating it. So I needed one of those. If you go on someplace like Amazon, they sell a 5-pack or a 6-pack. I don't need a 5 or 6-pack. I just needed one. So if you lose yours and you need just one, know that Azure sells them. It was just like a couple of dollars. I want to say it was less than $2, but don't quote me on that. This is the sale item this month. This is a 2-cup measuring cup from Azure, and I tried to order it for a long time, and it was like $8 when it came back. And this was during that whole time where everything was going up in price. When it came back, it was actually in the $10 price range. But it is on sale this month, and I can't remember for how much off. I think it's like $8 again, $8.34 or $9.34. It's at least $1 or something off. But so I have another one in my cart because I love this. When I'm measuring flour and sugar, when I'm doing a big baking day and you need 6 and 8 cups, it makes it so easy to just grab the 2-cup scoop and scoop that way. This is heavy duty. This thing has some weight to it. It is a metal handle. I've had mine now, I think, for almost a year, and it still looks brand new. So I did pick up another one of these, and this is that item that is on sale. And when you're watching this video, it is going to be September of 2023. So now storage. This is what we're going to talk about now. And these are 1/2-gallon glass jars. They also have gallon ones. You can order these in like 6-packs. They come like that, not with the stuff in it. They come empty. And then the lids you have to order separately. So the lids and the jars, you order one and then you order the other. So you have to order them separately. Love these. I have, this one has a pre-made mix of cheesy biscuits or something like that in it, but I dump my beans in there and all of that. So it's down on the shelves and ready to go. I like that it has the really wide top for when I'm scooping beans or pouring beans. It makes it really nice. So I love those. So for storage as well, this is long-term storage. Now, I am not a prepper of we need to have food on our shelves for 25 years. We need to have our food on our shelves for 5 years or anything like that. But I did pick up some of these. These are Mylar bags. These are the quart size, and these are the gallon. Sometimes I do want to order larger quantities of stuff, and I know I'm not going to go through it that fast. If for some reason Azure had a great sale price on a 25-pound bag of flour, I only order 10 pounds at a time, every maybe 4 times a year. But that would allow me to throw some in some of these and keep it so the critters and stuff are staying out of it. So I did pick up some of these for that. That is all these are for. They're not for us to go crazy and build a stockpile of food. But with those, also Azure sells the oxygen absorbers that go inside them. There are different sizes. This is 100cc and this is the 300cc. So be sure that whatever size bag you're purchasing, you buy the correct oxygen absorber that goes with it. They also have the little tag, you can see the little eye in there that shows that they are still activated and they haven't been over absorbing oxygen. Another food storage item, I bought this 3-gallon bucket. I could find 5-gallon local to me food grade buckets, but I couldn't find a 3-gallon, and I don't always want 5-gallon buckets. Sometimes it's easier for me to lift and maneuver the 3 gallons. So I did get a set of 3, I think, 3-gallon buckets from Azure. What's on top of the bucket, Azure also sells, and these are my favorite. If you have not used Gamma lids before, you don't have to, let me just show you. This is how easy it is to get the lid off. It comes with the ring and the lid, and you just push this down around on your bucket, and then these screw on and off. They have a little rubber gasket thing that keeps them watertight, and all the thing. Oh, I still have the Gamma sealed lid on it. These are the best thing next to sliced bread. These are great if you need to put stuff into buckets and you need to access them. I'm not downstairs trying to grab flour out of them and those kinds of things and reaming on a bucket, and I don't have to have the extra little handle thing. These are great. I can just walk up, spin the lid off, and then spin the lid back on. I did buy the Gamma lids also in a set of 3 Gamma lids. I think they come in white and then they have colors. If you are somebody that has to have all green lids or all blue lids or all orange lids or whatnot, they don't allow you to pick the color. It is what it is. So you may get a mixture of green and blue, or you may get a mixture of green and orange, or whatever their colors are that they have access to when you order. So if you are someone that has to have specific colors because you like things color coordinated and that's just the way you work, I recommend just sticking with the white, and you'll get the white. That's my little 2 cents on that. Mine are not labeled yet. I literally just wrote on them with Sharpie for right now. I do want to label the fronts of these buckets though, because I have to unstack them in order to look at them. There's only 3, so it's not that big of a deal. So the last thing I have are just a couple of personal care items. I bought 2 deodorants from Azure. And they, odor be gone, it's okay. I'm not overly thrilled with it. I don't like sweat a lot anyways, but I didn't feel like it worked for me, and I know everybody's a little bit different. I have not used mainstream deodorant with aluminum or anything like that for 5 years, so it's not that I have to detox. I did all of that years and years and years ago. The other is the Granny Smith. It really works. This is the lemongrass. I did order another one of these, I think just now on my last order. So those are the 2 deodorants. Their price points on them are like between the $10 and $13 range, I think. And this one is not bad. It just wasn't my favorite. It went on great. It did okay, but I did feel like I needed to reapply it. So days where I wear that like to work, I have to take it to work with me. So this is my go-to. I truly most of the time use an essential oil that I get, and that is, I put a roller top on it and 1 swipe in under each arm, and I'm usually good with that. So, but these here are great when I feel like I need to have real deodorant on. So I try to rotate them. The last item I have is This is the Botanical Hairspray. It's a soft, flexible hold, and it's handcrafted in Montana. So this is made in the USA, and it goes in and out of stock a lot. I tried to order another one. I'm down to about a quarter of a bottle. If you are someone who curls your hair and has a lot going on that you need to hold, this probably is not for you. For me, just to keep my flyaways back, most of the time my hair is pulled back, but to keep my flyaways and stuff back, this works great. It's all I need. So it's a shake well. It's organic aloe vera juice, vegetable glycerin, gluconate, gum arabic, gum tragacanth, hydrolyzed silk protein, lavender oil, rosemary oil, peppermint oil, geranium oil, sodium benzoate, and citric acid. So it does have quite a few ingredients in it. It is $11 when I purchased this one. I just happen to have the price written on the back from doing another video. So, but there's no alcohol, no synthetic polymers, and no synthetic fragrances. So I like this for what little hold I need on my hair. But like I said, if you need a lot, this is not the one for you. And I just realized I have one more item. How did I forget the garden? These are the Gorilla totes. So this is one tote, and this is a mesh basket, and my gloves and stuff are actually still in it. I take this out in the garden, I harvest into it. If stuff is dirty, I can take it right to the hose, pull this out, rinse it off, shake it off, throw it in the bucket, and bring it in the house, and I'm not dripping water everywhere. I'm also not bringing my really dirty vegetables into the house and trying to do it in my sink. I love, love, love these. These are totally flexible, and yeah, they come in several different sizes. You do get to pick your size, and you do get to pick your color. So you get to pick size and color. I do not believe that the basket comes in all sizes though, but this I think is the medium one. I love, love, love these, and these are made in Spain, but you can get them on Azure in the, I think it says the garden section is where I found them. But I've had these this is my second garden season that I've had these, and they still, if I rinsed them, they would still look brand new. That, my friends, is all the things that are Azure and that are not food. All the things I've ordered. I just realized I have one more thing behind me. Oh my goodness. So I have Nourishing Traditions book. I tried to order this for several months. It is less expensive on Azure than it was on Amazon when I priced it out. So it is recipes and lots of like random old school information. It is really interesting to read about why you shouldn't eat foods and why you shouldn't eat foods. But it's not a diet, and it's not a crazy thing. It's just, I feel like it's going back to why we eat the things we do way back, and why they're good for your body, and that kind of stuff. But tons and tons of recipes. I was looking for a little, know your ingredients, name this product number 10, and it's a little thing that talks about knowing your ingredients, and it gives you a whole list of things about the ingredient, and then you've got to figure out what is that and why does that make my bread rise. What product makes my bread rise? But it tells you a lot about it. So it's a really neat, interesting read, and I got it in the middle of the summer. I have not been able to dig into it very much because this will be more of when the garden's done, the canning's done, and that kind of stuff. But interested to read this. If you have read this, let me know down below, or if you have it and you're like, oh, I kind of peeked through it and whatnot, because I would love to hear what your thoughts were on this. For real, that was the last item. And thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your time. and we will see you soon. I will link down below the other video of just the cleaning products. It is really short. There's only, I think, like 6 or 8 items, but they are the Azure items that I use for my laundry and my dishwasher and those kinds of things that I wanted to share with you. Just trying to show you that Azure is so much more than just bulk food, and they have a lot of other great products. And I have price compared them to Amazon, the things that I can find similar to Amazon, and Azure is right in line with it, or sometimes they've even beat it. I think this book was less from Azure than Amazon by like almost $5. Don't quote me on that, and it was at the time that I bought it 6 months ago. Okay, friends, so I'm going to pop a couple videos up here that you can watch between now and my next upload. If you would so kindly as to put a like down below on this video if you watched it, I appreciate that so much. It helps the channel out, as well as if you haven't subscribed already. We do gardening and canning and other random things once in a while around here, and I would love to have you come along. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, and have an amazing day.